views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the management and staff of the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Yeah, but they should be.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power.
And once again, welcome to Beyond the Score, where we talk everything that's going on in the sports world. And of course, as you know, we had a very, very big sports weekend. I think a weekend that most people in the Bahamas look forward to. And I'm joined in studio today by Perez Cooper. And as always, we're waiting on LaWanda Burrows. She should be here shortly because, you know, everybody likes her candor and certain statements that she likes to make. But once again, if during the show you have a comment or a question that you want to ask, numbers are 352-3984, 352-3985, or toll-free 1-242-300-4810. And of course, in case you didn't know, this weekend was the All-Star Game, All-Star Weekend, and very big game. I actually came in here first. I thought we were going to talk about more of the dunk out, because Blake Griffin was in it. But, you know, Blake Griffin and the dunk code, it was kind of late, like LaWanda today, you know. Showed up kind of late. But what we're going to do, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back, and we'll talk about the All-Star Game.
BK, you can have it your way. You can have it your way. A Burger King every day. Got the yummy milkshakes, then warm apple pies. Got creamy buffalo dipping sauce for them chicken fries. And if you wanna die, that's alright. Got plenty things on the menu for you to try. You can choose from a list of many different salads, plain or with chicken, any way you wanna have it. If the meal is too big and you think it's gonna stop you, then you can just get a Junior Whopper.
And welcome back to Beyond the Score, talking about the All-Star Weekend today. And I know something that nobody in this room wants to talk about, but we have to talk about it. Kobe Bryant, All-Star Game MVP, West won. I know Wanda's not a Kobe fan, Perez is not a Kobe fan, and I'm not
after his comments last night, I'm not a Kobe fan.
What comments? Let me hear what comments.
Leave my little brother alone.
You mean him and Carmelo?
No comments.
Well, I guess he wanted to stick up for somebody.
I stick to my motto. Stop liking man.
Now, when people talk about the MVP award and the All-Star Game and all this stuff, everybody knows there's no defense played at the All-Star Game, not a piece, until probably like the fourth quarter sometimes. But I still think LeBron's game was bigger than what Kobe did last night. Yes, Kobe had a bunch of points, but how many times do you see a triple-double in the All-Star game?
I agree with you. But you got to realize Kobe is one of the greatest players to be in the NBA. So they got to give him something this year because they know he's not getting the championship. So he has to get something right now.
And then he was also on the winning team, so that I don't think they'll give MVP to the losing team. Yeah.
Well, you know, today I already had a run-in with Pakeisha Edgecombe, who saw me as soon as she came off the elevator, and she asked me if I wiped LeBron's tears last night. So I asked her, I said, no, well, actually, LeBron has done something in the All-Star Game Kobe never did. All respect to Kobe. So, you know, she went with the whole, oh, well, yeah, what else has LeBron done?
He won MVP before, right?
I told her that LeBron has 2 MVP trophies to Kobe's.
In the season?
In the season? Compared to Kobe's one.
Yeah.
So, you know, be careful when you throw stones and you live
in that yellow, gold, purple, whatever glass house
you
live in.
You know, Laker bones a little brittle. But Kobe looked good dunking last night. I didn't think he could still get up that high.
He had some pop in there. He had a few, like that reverse spin, reverse stuff.
Yeah,
That's one of the reasons I don't watch the All-Star games.
Because
all there's a bunch of rich guys going to show off. So that was his night to show off. So he took a little more stamina last night.
Why he didn't show off? Why didn't Kobe show off like that against the Cavs?
That's my point exactly. That's just another game.
Just a question. Well, you know what I wanted to do? Because I actually wanted to talk about the Lakers and the Cavs game from last week. Yes. I wish that happened early on from last week's show. But numbers are 352-3984, 352-3985, because I want Lakers to call in and give me their excuses.
Or at least an explanation.
Yeah.
At least something.
No, one of the Lakers fans around here told me, "Oh, that's only a game."
No. See,
I'm
I
not
made a
going to
list.
stop us from winning the championship.
I made a list.
We're still the reigning champions.
See?
So what?
She knows.
We don't live in the past. We go into the future.
See, let me give you the
And I
list
think your
that I
future
got
is
from
about to be
Lakers
clearer,
players.
starting with that Cavaliers game.
Wanda, this is what they told me. And I quote, "We're saving everything for the second half."
Why?
Number 2, we were tired. Number 3, and I think this one was the best one. I got this one from Nick. Nicker D said, "We played more games than anybody."
How?
I've heard on this said that
That they've played more games than anybody.
This is what they say.
Not this season.
No, this is what they're saying. They're saying that the Lakers went to the finals 3 years in a row.
So
Right? So
have
when
a
you
whole
were-
3 months break.
That was their old now. You know what they're trying to say. So now when they have,
Don't make
they,
excuses.
I'm telling you what the analysts along with this guy, it's rubbish in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because if you're the best, you should be able to go to rounds.
Especially against the Cavs.
Yeah, I mean,
And
retired. I
always
mean,
don't care
Wait,
what
if
but
you're
then-
tied now, what about the playoffs?
We let them have that one so that they can feel better about themselves.
No, you can't do that. All of those guys are professional players.
Yeah.
They're being paid to be in the NBA.
But they
So
let them
there's
have
no
that
excuse. You can't let
Just so
nobody
they
have
could
no
feel
game.
better.
And
Every
then-
night you go on that court, with a
And
winning
knowing Kobe
mentality.
Bryant, you don't
No, but
let
I
a
guess
game go away.
I guess they're saying that, when you play a little child and you say, "Oh, well, let me let them win this
Never.
game." That's the excuse?
Yeah, because that child, once he get in his head, he could beat you. He'll play
Beat
like
you
a
for
child.
every time.
I'm telling you, you can't get it. Hey. You got to keep
Never.
him down.
Now, in the All-Star game, we had some players who didn't show up, and I want to talk about the Boston Celtics. Let's call them the Big Four.
Yeah.
They went in the game at the same time and did absolutely nothing. I think that was when the game got a little out of control.
Yeah.
We saw,
They were tired from the 3-point shootout. And
which they didn't
Kevin
win.
Garnett jumping all over the floor, cheering for his buddies.
Who won the 3-point shootout?
James Jones.
What
JJ.
team does he play for?
He gave
Okay.
it to you guys.
Okay.
We didn't have any Pistons in the 3-point.
Why were there no Pistons at All-Star Weekend, Wanda?
For what?
Y'all have
We are a rebuilding
no All-Stars?
organization. The Pistons win downfalls when we caught Ben Gordon from Chicago. We should leave him where he was at.
But hold on.
Him and Richard
I
Hamilton.
mean, y'all could have.
they're two
Someone could have
Connecticut
gone in the
Huskies.
skill challenge or something.
Something.
Somebody should have gone in the skill challenge.
They're two Connecticut Huskies alumni, and you don't even see them on the court.
Wait, but hold on. The Pistons don't have a player to the All-Star game, but the Clippers have a player that was there the whole weekend.
They go changing times. That's what you call changing times. But remember before, the Celtics had Big Four. The Pistons had a Big Four in the All-Star.
Well,
So
where the
we
Pistons
team.
big for? Right?
All over the place.
Well, I know Rasheed Wallace was home, probably.
Yes, he's retired.
Now, All-Star game, you're talking Kobe, LeBron. Mention the Clippers, the dunk contest, Blake Griffin. How did you feel about the? Well, of course, everybody. The NBA would not allow anybody but Blake Griffin to win the dunk.
I don't say that. I resent that because
Why?
in that aspect, then Ray Allen should have won the 3-point shoot.
No, but the thing about it is the reason why I think Blake Griffin would have win automatically before they even did the finals dunk. They opened up for texting.
Yeah,
for the results.
You could
Since
text
they
and you
text
win.
now, and Blake Griffin didn't even do his first dunk yet. And
JaVale McGee and Blake Griffin.
Who's gonna
Most casual fans do not know who JaVale McGee is.
Yeah. Who is he?
I still don't know who he is.
Who is he? Yeah, but give it to Blake.
Were you impressed?
With the car. With the car has a difference. See, because I am old school. I must first say, I thought of that when I saw the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
I can never resent the dunks of Sean Kemp, Dominic Wilkins, Spud Webb, and Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys I lived. That's
Dr.
when I
J?
started.
Don't leave out Dr. J?
Dr. J was a little before my time.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I was too young to remember. But those guys, they set a pedestal that I can't really, in my mind, they say, shock me.
Yeah.
Because if you look at all the dunks they're doing, it's retro.
Yeah, it's only so much.
Only
you can
thing
do.
was so unique about Blake
about
Griffin's
dunking
dunk was he bought something special, a car hood.
And I don't even
That
think
was
he
unique.
jump over the hood. I mean, that's the lowest part of the car.
Yeah. I agree. Jump over the top of it.
Even if you had to jump over the top of the car and jump from a little further away, so when you're so close to the rim, make it a little more interesting.
But he jumped over a Kia, jump over Hummer. You know?
And he brought out the
That's going too
choir.
far.
he brought out the choir and everything, and I was like, I thought
It was
he was gonna do
showmanship.
something special.
It was showmanship.
But
I think Serge Ibaka's dunk was underrated. The free throw line dunk. Because he actually took off from behind. Even Jordan stepped on the line. Come on. You know I love Jordan.
And
You
then,
didn't like, come on, you didn't like the free throw line?
I didn't like Jordan. So anything he did.
I think also that
Blasphemy.
Yes.
Blake
The best
Griffin's-
dunk he did was the 360 to me.
Blake Griffin's attempts were better than the ones
Than
he
the
did do.
makes, yeah.
Because I think Byron Davis would keep messing up on the assist off the backboard on the
Yeah.
side. If he'd get that first attempt, it looked like it was going to be like a 720
Yeah.
dunk on the other side. If he could have get that off.
But you know, as Charles Barkley said, you know they have made these dunks before. Wanda, come on, you don't like Charles? You don't
Charles
like
with a ring, then he can talk to me. Charles without ring, his mode is too hard.
So
We
Reggie
talk-
Miller
we
can't
talk
talk you
about-
though?
But I've been
But
let me
we
give it to
talking
him.
about
I
the
take that back
dunk out
because
though.
he's an analyst and he's being paid to do. He's doing his job well as an analyst.
Because he's getting you to talk about him.
Right.
And he has his own website and everything
Yes. And
I can
people,
get a website.
his job is to make the
now.
fans
It's from
angry,
NBA,
and he
though.
does
I
that
think it's
well.
from the
Okay.
NBA.
His job is to make the fans angry, and he does that well.
Mm.
Because remember you said about the guy from Indiana,
Who guy from Indiana?
say he couldn't hit a free shot.
See, Charles Barkley's whole thing
I can't
is-
say that on radio. I think that's the
Charles Barkley's whole thing is just to get under your skin.
right, and he's doing a great
And he
job.
did that as a player also.
Did you see when they did
Dennis
the
Rodman was the greatest. Nowadays, it's the guy from Lakers.
Did you
Ron
see but
Ron
Ron
Artest.
Artest, when is the last time you have seen a Ron Artest sighting?
the championship games.
Yeah. When's the last time you've seen Ron Artest? That's a good question.
Yes.
Good
'Cause
question.
I didn't even see him in the Cavaliers game. You know, everybody was watching that. I
But-
tuned in when I saw the score on ESPN.
Did you see when on NBA TV, Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller, all of them had to pick their all-star teams, greatest teams of all time. Wonder, you get to pick any player in NBA history that has ever held a basketball on your team.
You had the big 5 or 10.
10.
Okay, 10.
Any player. You have the first pick. Who would you pick, Wando?
I'll go with Michael Jordan.
Who would you pick, Perez?
Michael Jordan.
Charles Barkley picked Allen Iverson.
Why?
He did that to make everybody upset. For
He
true.
said
I was
Allen-
Allen Iverson fan, but I would never.
Yes.
Never.
He took Allen Iverson.
Attitude.
Never.
Allen Iverson, first pick
Selfishness.
over any other. I wouldn't take Allen Iverson.
Man, you could take
Now-
Magic,
Take him on
you
the
could
court,
take
take my
over
rock.
Magic Johnson.
Larry Bird. You can
they
make
don't
it.
try to
Magic
Wilt?
Johnson.
Kareem? Anybody?
Hey, don't leave the Isaiah Thomas and all those.
I mean,
Well, of
they
course, you know, she used to
legit.
say Isaiah.
You know, they legit guys, but I mean, come
Isaiah
on.
Thomas.
Magic Johnson.
Akeem Olajuwon.
Anybody?
Some-
You can
Shaq.
put a team around him.
Kobe. You could even make an argument for Kobe.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anybody.
these nowadays guys.
Yeah.
I would think if you thinking of all time NBA history, I'll go back a little bit in history, then come forward.
But I wouldn't have taken
I
Iverson
wouldn't
in his
put Iverson
MVP
on my
season.
team. Yeah, I wouldn't put Iverson on my team.
For what?
And I'm an Iverson fan. I love Allen
I
Iverson.
loved him. I
Following
loved when he
from
beat the Lakers
Georgetown.
like
Yeah.
game 1. And he'd walk over them players when he hit them 3-pointers. But Iverson.
That
no.
was petty.
Yeah.
Wonder that was petty.
You realize he's the downfall of our team.
Listen,
And
it's
tried to
not
pick him
my
up, that was
fault.
it.
Not my fault.
It's
That
Not yet.
Some
Detroit did a
heads gotta
horrible
fly
thing.
in Motown.
you could blame whoever you want to blame.
Some heads gotta fly in Motown.
So it was Iverson's fault. It was Joe
It
Dumas'
was a trade.
fault.
Yeah, that's a trade.
Don't blame
I
Iverson.
always say he fired the GM.
You cannot blame the chicken because he cannot fly. Iverson's job is just to shoot. Not 3-pointers, just to shoot. See, Iverson is a volume scorer. If I get 50 points, I'm taking 30 shots.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, if that.
You take it.
Because that's just basically how they go. We have a call on the line. Call up. Hello, caller.
Yeah, I'm here. A statement.
Go
You
ahead.
guys have been on the air now for what, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes. And the only thing that you guys are talking about is Kobe, the Lakers, and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't y'all do this? Talk about something that is much more interesting in the San Antonio Spurs, how good they look, how deep their bench is.
Well, you know what the thing is.
The Dallas Mavericks, how good they look despite losing Caron Butler, how deep their bench is. Talk
Yeah.
about teams what can possibly win the championship, not ones that have already won the championship in the past. Let's
And I
look at
agree with
those
you.
teams.
I agree with you in the
I
sense
like that caller.
I
like
don't.
that caller.